The car has started. It is time to depart this chapter of my life. After 6 months of living landlocked in northern New South Wales, Australia, in an area I don't particularly like, but it's close to family, surrounded by dust, hills, away from the ocean, and navigating deep personal battles, I finally hit my breaking point. The plan had been to live the dream, explore, adventure, be free. Instead, I'd been wrestling with paperwork, making difficult decisions, and dealing with frustrations that left me feeling drained. It felt like all the fun had been sucked out of the journey, leaving behind only the stress. So I made an executive decision. Stop everything. I threw out the idea of pushing through and instead splurged on 2 indulgent weeks in Byron Bay, a place I grew up near as a teenager but always disregarded because it was the sold-out little town near my hometown of Ballina that everyone turned their noses up at. The truth is, I've always loved this town. It is beautiful. Yes, it's a bit sold out, at times too touristy, but it is breathtaking. So after months of not enjoying myself, I realized the greatest act of freedom was giving myself permission to just be in Byron Bay. I booked an absurdly gorgeous Airbnb, a place that was so whimsical and hilarious in design. It felt like the universe was telling me to lighten up. The space? A typical tiny house, complete with fairy lights, an outdoor fire pit, and a view so beautiful it almost felt like the earth was apologizing for those 6 months. The next 2 weeks, pure indulgence. Slow mornings in the sun, barefoot walks on the beach, yoga, breath work, and conversations with friends and strangers who somehow felt like friends I'd known forever. And somewhere in the middle of it, between the sound of the ocean and the feel of salt on my skin, I remembered why I started this journey in the first place. This wasn't about checking off a box or grinding through challenges. It was about reclaiming my joy, my freedom, and reminding myself that sometimes the most important part of the adventure is knowing when to rest. Sometimes life asks you to go into a cocoon phase, to hibernate, to integrate lessons and come out stronger. This journey is different now. It's not about proving myself, but about honoring the woman I've become, one who's learning to appreciate the beauty of slowness, of letting life unfold without rushing it. It's a different kind of strength, to allow space for change and maturity. It's not the same energy of pushing through. It's the wisdom of knowing when to pause, to reflect, to step into a new version of yourself with grace. Oh, I'm not good at it yet, but I'm certainly learning. It's the hero's journey. You have to go through so much pain, so much darkness, until you're able to enjoy the fruits of your life, the fruits of your labor. And with so much darkness the last few years in my own life, it honestly started feeling like maybe I am making the wrong choice, even considering going around Australia in my 4x4, even after building her out for so long, even after the blood, sweat and tears and finances being poured into her. Maybe it was just smarter for me to stay put and be grounded in a place such as Byron Bay. And then suddenly I heard an internal knocking. It started with an itch. Everywhere I looked, I saw troopies. Each one reminded me of the adventure waiting for me. And that's when I knew it was time. I packed up NEILA, loading my essentials for the journey ahead. Adventure today has become something distorted by social media. Perfect sunsets, carefree moments, and highlight reels of what seem like a flawless journey. I've also contributed to this myself. truth, real adventure isn't always beautiful. It's messy, it's unpredictable, and it pushes you to your limits. It's about the discomfort, the growth, the moments when you're alone with your thoughts, wondering why you even started. True adventure strips you bare, asks you who you really are, and challenges you to embrace every imperfect moment along the way. And hilariously enough, it started for me even before I hit the road. After 5 false starts, this time it felt different. As I said goodbye to my family, I realized there was no return in mind, just the open road and the thrill of the unknown. With the engine rumbling beneath me, I smiled. The adventure was finally calling, and NEILA and I were ready to answer. I actually don't want to jinx this because there's been so many false starts to this trip around Australia, but I genuinely reckon that I think I'm ready. I think I am done my preparation. I'm just so ready. I'm so ready for this. Like, yes! Oh my gosh. Let's get out of here. Oh. Like the relief. I think that's the biggest thing. I feel so much relief. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is what dreams are made out of. Welcome to my very first morning of my lap around Australia. The first morning hit differently. Waking up in NEILA with a soft light of dawn filtering through the windows, I felt it. Pure joy. The stillness, the fresh air, the open road ahead. For the first time in a long time, I felt completely free. This is what I've been waiting for. Very good. Looking at NEILA, I can't help but feel grateful. She's more than just a car. She's freedom, adventure, and a home all in one. No. I was driving yesterday, enjoying myself on my little cruise, and I realized that I felt happy. No, my butt. Come on, no. Honestly, I didn't realize I had a chronic level of stress just like constantly there for the whole build time for, I guess, a couple of reasons. Yeah, highly don't recommend that anyone announces a lap of Australia and then starts working on their vehicle only after that, because the time period it takes, it's like really hard to stretch videos about a build of a car, but I did it. Yay, we're here now. Yay, we did it. So I was like, come on, we need to go because I need to start making videos about Australia. Secondly, I will say, I didn't realize this until yesterday, because NEILA, I changed her name by the way. It's now NEILA, not NEILA. I think there was like a reference point that NEILA being in that area meant modifications, which meant lots of spending, because every time I had to do anything for her, she just costs a lot of money. And I think there was this underlying stress of like, I just need to go. I guess it's like the same when an athlete is training for the Olympics and they're putting all that effort in and there's no results at all being visible, and then all of a sudden they go to the Olympics and they might win a medal. That's what it is, you know, that's the moment of reward, whereas the preparation is kind of shit. But we made it. You. No! Oh, you bitches. Time to go. All right, enough waiting. NEILA's packed, the road is calling, and it's time to go. Let's get on the road and see where this adventure takes us. Shout out now to the amazing Squarespace, which is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Let's talk about the features that will help you succeed. We have Squarespace Blueprint, AI and SEO tools. Choose from professionally curated layouts and styling options to build a unique online presence from the ground up, tailored to your brand or business and optimized for every device. Easily launch your website and get discovered fast with integrated, optimized SEO tools so you show up more often to more people and grow the way you want. Flexible payments. Make payments seamless for your customers with simple but powerful payment tools. Accept credit cards, PayPal, and Apple Pay, and in eligible countries, offer customers the option to buy now and pay later with Afterpay and ClearPay. My favorite, Fluid Engine, is the next generation website editor from Squarespace. It's never been easier for anyone to unlock unbreakable creativity. Choose your website starting point and customize every design detail with reimagined drag and drop technology for desktop or mobile. I have personally used Squarespace for close to 8 years now. I am obsessed, I'm in love. It is so simple. I change my website exactly as I need to make it reflect who I am at what stage in my life. Honestly, it's an absolute no-brainer for me. You have to check it out. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Sorelle to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.